Now we're going to talk about one of my most favourite topics, and that is food. Okay, so talking about how to glamorize your menu. Mm-hmm. Don't make the food into an international food fair. What we mean by that is we believe that there seems to be, there was this movie, you know, why they had the sushi bars and then you had the pizza stand and you had the chocolate fountain and you had the oyster
the roast
bar
beef.
And you had the roast beef, you know, and that was a trend.
Yes.
But I don't think for 2009, 2010 is that a trend.
I agree.
And I think there's a real move down to simplicity and elegance and decompletation and not being an international food fair.
I like that. I really liked it when you said that because that to me summed it all up.
Yeah.
It summed
It was getting
up.
like an international food fair.
And people were expecting it.
And there was
and
nothing.
if it wasn't there, then it was like, there's no food here.
Well, and how do you
really?
but 1 minute? And how do you top it? And how do you top that? And how do you top it? But Australians were quite insulted. There was never Vegemite on the menu. There was never kangaroo meat on the menu. I mean, there was no emus running around.
I love Vegemite.
I know, but I think everyone's getting our point.
Yes.
In our strange attempt to be humorous, and that is.
And that actually is much more elegant.
What, being humorous?
Humorous is always elegant if it's done well.
Yeah, but no, I think
that with the food, that it's just and it keeps it much more simple. It keeps it much more elegant. It keeps it manageable for sure. And I think people appreciate it. I really think they appreciate it.
I think a couple of choices, you know, with the vegetarians and those that are not vegetarian, having some kind of signature dessert is always gorgeous.
Yeah.
A cake that's, you know...
Everybody loves dessert. And dessert, you can always do phenomenal stuff.
And it seems like that's where people are really adding their glamorous signature.
Yes.
It seems to be that the desserts are the way people are really, exploiting their inner sweet tooth.
Do you know how we said let's not make it into an international food fair? I was just thinking back. I was just at a function. Susie had this function. And a lot of people love right before the main meal, which is the hors d'oeuvres type of stuff, and then they love the desserts.
Yeah.
Well, she had one theme, and the theme was Persian food because her husband is Persian. And was that amazing?
Right.
In other words, it wasn't 100 different things.
No.
But it was the rices, it was the meat,
right.
It was all that. And people loved it, and people ate up a storm.
What was the dessert?
The desserts were also Persian.
Yeah.
It was so good. And that's what I mean. It kept it into one thing rather than thousands of different things. It was great.
I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you.
Really terrific.
Yeah. So we've talked about that, and I think it's something for you. Also, it takes the stress. It's like a relief to know that it's like you don't have to go that millions of foods option. In fact, it just doesn't seem glamorous anymore. Keep it clean. Someone was saying to me, when they get married, what they're going to do is everybody loves entrees, or what are they called? Appetizers?
Yes.
Appetizers.
The hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres. And desserts. And that's what they're going to do.
Because you know if you fill up on good hors d'oeuvres, you're going to be fine.
But that's where also it can be glamorous, because they can be really like luxurious morsels.
Yep.
You know, things that are really delicious, like, you know, the smoked salmon and the dill pickles and the.
But that's.
No, with the cream, the thin cream and stuff. No, on the little on the little thingies, you know, and then
the canapes.
Yeah, all of that. That's what I'll do if I get married.
There are things that have more.
I think what I would do. What food would I have if I got married?
Everything.
No.
Everything.
No. I think I would keep it glamorous.
Yes.
I would definitely do the martini cappuccinos in the beginning.
Right.
Then I think I would go into some great appetizers.
Are you telling me something?
No, I'm not telling you anything.
Fine.
No.
Very good. Okay.
I'm telling you about fantasy.
Henry, what's going on?
No. You know what I would do? I would do Thai. Clean
Thai is good.
Thai, skewer lamb, skewers on lamb chops. You know, like the little
vegetable
rolls,
thingies with the yum.
And then have some
fragrant
fantastic desserts. You know what it would be? I would have.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah. I would have a gelato stand set up.
Gelato's
with the
good.
best
in
Sydney. There are that shop that you and I go to.
You know how we went there every day?
And the thing was, it was your bit of glamour. Your bit of luxury was this amazing pure fruit gelato. But I mean,
so good.
Pistachio, mango, passion fruit, rhubarb,
the
coffee, chocolate,
And
fudge.
then the way it was served, and
That's
I
it.
had Earl Grey tea with the
With that.
gelato.
And
We went
it
there
was-
every day after
right.
work.
And that's what we're talking about. Those little things that you remember that it's just like morsels
But it
of
was one
deliciousness.
theme. It wasn't 100 different things.
That's it. I know what I'm having at my wedding. A gelato bar.
Good. I love
just
it.
a bar
I love
with
that idea.
gelatos and cappuccino martinis.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
All
Now I just had to
liquid.
find a man. Okay, right. now next. Anyone that's interested, call up my sister Michelle Roth for any dates in the States. All right. Now, next one is we do the menu.
And I will be
this is great.
Yes.
Actually, Christy Hines, who is the host of
Yes.
Project Runway Australia, and happens to be a dear friend of mine. Now, the interesting thing there was she was telling me about the wedding that she had, and just amazing. But the thing that really captured my imagination and made it glamorous was she set up basically this staged area where people went to take photographs.
So staged area meaning there was a backdrop?
There was
just
a
plain
backdrop,
backdrop?
all
Okay.
different stuff, right? And people were encouraged to take shots of themselves, and the minute those shots were taken, they were processed, and then a photo wall started to being put up. And it was just so much
So
fun. It was
great.
like, and it's interactive. Everybody wants to feel that they're part of the 15 minutes of fame. That's part of glamour. And so basically, I think people love to be involved.
Yes.
And that's really glamorous, but also glamorous that, people are actually in the shots, part of the shots.
Candid. It's candid.
Part of the drama, part of the glamour, part of
Yes.
and then the wall starts setting up, and honestly,
Who's putting the stuff up on the walls?
oh, they've got people that are, they're
Oh, I
doing
love
it, they're
that.
processing it. But the thing is that when I was going through Christie's shots and all that sort of stuff, we all commented, and Matt Fraser, and we were all sitting there, we were in Melbourne, and we all commented that some of the best shots were those.
Yeah.
I'll be really
Yes.
honest with you.
Yes.
They were
what happens.
fantastic.
It's what happens
And that
sometimes.
was glamorous, and because everybody feels that you're part of it, and you're made to be part of it. So I
it's
just loved it.
personalising it so that everybody
Yeah.
feels being inclusive, not personalising it, making people feel inclusive, and also that's a little bit different, isn't it?
Well, it's, look.
It's not like having
you know,
the photos on the cameras on the table and everybody taking
But
shots of each other.
everybody
It's a little
now
bit
is
different.
their own, in a way, is a photographer.
right.
Unless you're Mr. Robert Allen, and that's a whole different story because he's an absolute pro. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody
Yes.
wants to feel part of the glamour. Why do we all have
Because
phones in our mobiles?
They want to capture the moment.
Right.
Capturing the moment
is
and then
glamorous.
sharing it.
But also,
Yeah.
you become your own photographer. You become in the photography. Everybody does their most candid
Yeah.
shots. So I think that's a really great way to personalise.
I think that's
and not
great.
just personalise, but make it glamorous.
Yeah.
That's cool, isn't it?
Love
Actually,
it.
Shaquille
Love it.
O'Neal's wedding, that was...
Shaquille
Didn't
O'Neal's
they
wedding
have that?
also had that.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
A lot of weddings now and a lot of different events do have an area that's set up
Yeah.
where people are taken. A professional person takes a photograph of them and then hands them the photograph.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is a little bit different, which is so nice.
Yeah, absolutely,
that
it's good.
Different people are taking the photos and then it becomes a photo wall.
Now, point number 7...
Love this
we were
point too.
talking about is anti-glamorous. So you don't want this element in your wedding. And what is that, Michelle?
Too much volume.
Yeah.
With the
In what?
music. I
In
was
music,
at a function the other day and
Yeah.
I could not. I left hoarse.
What do you mean you left
couldn't.
horse?
Because
That's
I couldn't speak
ridiculous.
to the person next to me. It was so loud that I couldn't hear them and they couldn't hear me. So the decibels were continuously rising. So I think
Yeah, I think sometimes it gets
in
really
terms
out of control.
Entertainment,
Yep.
it becomes so loud because
Yep.
you have. The spaces are not so huge as to absorb everything.
No.
And so the volume is so enormous, and people equate volume with having a good time, and it's not necessarily the case.
And here's our 8th point.
Yeah.
Always leave your guests wanting more. And on that note, we say, have a great day. Have a great celebration of all the elements that you're doing.
Yep.
From Henry Roth, bye-bye.
And from Michelle Roth, we'll see you later.
Take care, God bless, and we'll see you soon on Planet Bride, right around the globe on the Wedding Podcast Network. Da, 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 da. I want to get that boom, do, 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 do.